My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show. Hey, how are you guys doing, man? Hope you guys are well. Yes, welcome to Bring Your Tactics. Woohoo! Yes. My trainer is happy with me, man. Getting my weight back. Man, now I've dialed back. Okay, my fitness level is now back to, not this year's 2023, right? So I managed to dial my fitness level all the way back to 2015. Yeah, 2015. I knocked 8 years back. I'm so happy. I gotta knock it back even more. That has been my goal, man. Last couple of weeks, been working my ass off in the gym to get my fitness back. All right, guys, welcome to the show. Hope you guys are well. Hi, AJ. Hey, Simji. Welcome to the stream. Good morning, sir. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Okay, guys, this is the show I like to call Bring Your Tactics. It's a chance for you to bring in your tactics. We're not here to condemn anything. Okay, you just bring in your tactics. We'll play with your tactics, give you a different perspective. Because once in a while, a different perspective does help us out. And some of your tactics I know on the show have been incredible. I've seen some tactics that I want to use myself. So yes, it's a credit to the community as well. When I first started doing the show back in 2016, there were a lot of changes I needed to make. But now, fast forward 2023, some of your tactics are so good. I'm like, wow, it's a beautiful tactic. So yeah, we're going to be using Atletico Madrid, to trial these tactics. Of course, one thing though, this is not a critique of the tactics. So, there's nothing here that says I believe a lot of you guys have got good tactics coming in, and some of these are the older tactics. I'm going to just load the tactics for today. Sorry, I'm not supposed to see that yet. Dropbox, Football Manager 23, not wrong folder. Wait a minute. Which folder is this in? D. Sports Interactive. Yeah, because I got, once you hit like 256 tactics in one folder, the game crashes. Oh yeah, baby. Things all only happen to me, I think. Oh, we got 2 tactics. So, you're only supposed to have 1 tactic, right? So, yeah, try and drop in 1 tactic so others have a chance. Let me see the folder, see whether we got more tactics coming in. Yeah, BK Eaton has got a tactic too. So, are you sure you want to delete? No. I want to download. Oh my goodness, almost deleted the tactic. Okay, save. Download. BK Eaton, copy. We only do 1 tactic, guys, not 2, 3, 4, okay? Because then it's not fair to other people, right? Yeah, so I'm going to mini, more the tactic and choose one for you. Unless you're in the chat and you tell me which one you want me to try. If you're not, then I'll mini, more. I'll take the tactic that came in a bit later. All right, so the tactic, Kachi got 2 tactics, right? So we'll look at the flank attack because this tactic came in mid-block. So we'll delete this tactic. Sorry, we'll take only 1 tactic. All right, so cancel, load. Yeah, only 1 tactic. Be fair to everyone. Okay, BK Eaton. I go alphabetical also. Yeah, I'll open it up to the public soon. Yeah, don't worry. We will have a folder. Give me a few minutes. Just let me get these tactics done, and then I'll open it, and then you'll see me putting a link in the Dropbox folder here, and you guys can put in your tactics too. Let me just find the Dropbox. Open Dropbox on the other computer. Request. I mean, suddenly, right, today's been all Rod Stewart though in my head. I don't know what's happened to me. Today just Rod Stewart kept playing in my head the whole day. Right. I'll be listening. I keep hearing Faith in My Heart. The whole damn day. Whole day. It's just that song just won't leave my head. Right. So when working out also, I hear the song in my head. I'm like, what is wrong with me today? Huh? Track. Let's go track, buddy. Let's go track, buddy. This is a very interesting tactic. DM halfback. Okay, I mean, we'll play. Like I said, no, the way we do things here, all right, is we try the tactic out. We don't make any changes to the tactic, right? We'll see how the tactic plays out for 45 minutes. And if I need to make changes, I'll make changes. Let's see whether you've got stay wider. You got stay wider. You got mark tight. Take more risk, dribble more closer, more tackle harder. Here you got more direct, shoot less, mark tight. I assume. No mark tight there. Smart. Yeah, I never ask your striker to mark tight. Yeah. Okay, opposition instructions. I'm going to clear them. Right, okay, we're not going to clear them as well. So I'm not going to use any opposition instructions for this tactic. Same shape as myself, different roles. You have different roles? Wow. Yeah, I'll pop in the link soon. Don't worry, guys. Let me just bot request meeting. I'm unsackable. Refuse to attend. Bot request. Refuse to attend. Let's see what happens, right? I refuse to attend. We're doing bring your tactics. I refuse to attend a board meeting. We've got more important things to do. All right, so we've got this tactic. I mean, you're lucky you're facing this tactic, right? So this tactic might play well against that formation because it's only got 2 wing backs. I'd be more concerned if this tactic play against a 4-4-2 or even a 4-4-1-1, which has got double players on the flanks. Let's see whether you got any. You fulfill all the role. I like the ball playing defenders left and right because they carry the ball out, right? So you need players to break the tier. What we call line breakers in football, right? In football, it's a new term that's come about, right? We call them line breakers. So basically, these are roles that break a tier, right? When they bring the ball forward. So let's drop the speed. Okay. So we are probably left to right. Yeah. Hermoso, Gimenez. Yeah, okay, all right. So these are your line breakers. So what you're going to see is them bringing the ball forward as line breakers, right? There's a problem with a lot of back three systems, right? If you remember Spurs, right, beating Man City. Man City, for once, defenders couldn't bring the ball out. So they had no line breakers too. So that you're dependent on those ball playing defenders to bring the ball out. If they can't bring the ball out, then you struggle. Yeah, it's very important that those players. Wow, there's a shadow. There's a bit of a shadow on the player, man. I don't know if you guys noticed it. All right. Your tracks. Let's look at your tracks, right? Your tracks. Let's identify and highlight all your trequartistas. Carrasco. So it's 21, 8, 7, and 10. 21, 8, 7, and 10. Okay, let's go find them. 21, 8, 7, and 10. These are your trequartistas. Let's see what they do. Okay, that's why I highlighted them. Not bad, huh? Trequartistas still holding their lines, huh? Okay, what I want to see is you remember the mark tighter instructions. Yeah. Because mark tighter is zonal, right? So there's nobody in the zone, they're not going to mark anyone. So the only person they're going to mark is this wingback if he comes. That's about it. Other than that, they're free. Yeah. Ball playing defender, yeah, so critical to your system. These ball playing defenders gotta bring the ball forward. Yeah, you got no line breakers, huh? The guy's not bringing the ball forward. You need him to do that. That's so that he pushes this Correa up further up, right? So Correa doesn't have to drop so deep, but it's not bad. Not bad. I mean, I like the transitions. The only change I'll make is dribble more. Did you have dribble more on this guy? By any chance? Stay wider, mark tighter. Okay, you didn't put dribble more. All right. The other one you can do is you don't need libero. Yeah. Again, he needs this guy to push forward, either as a wide centre back or a ball playing defender with dribble more. Yeah, I find the same issue with a lot of back three systems, right? Sometimes they stay static so you don't get line breakers, but it's like so safe, scores a goal. Not bad, I like it. Only that one tweak I'm looking at. For the 4 trequartistas though. The 4 amigos. Man, why you stop at 4? Should have gone for 5. I don't understand why you just stop at 4-4. Should have gone for 5. 5, man. 5. Why do you go for 4? Okay, there we go. This guy, now is the perfect time for him to take it on, right? See, he's dribbling more. Because it's a natural thing for him to do. Problem is this Philip keeps losing the ball. That's usually down to the fact that he doesn't see a passing option. Maybe that, or he's not willing to take more risks. Could be down to the mentality of the team as well. But there's a lot of from back to front goals, right? Because all your trequartistas, they drop deep and they put one over the top because they're all very creative by nature. Right, creative roles that look to do wonderful things with the ball. So yeah, Correa, creative, boom, one up. One Erling Haaland to score lots of goals for you. That would be nice. Yeah, it's not bad. I like this tactic. Yeah, I wouldn't change much. I mean, like, it's bold to do 4 trequartistas. I mean, nothing wrong with having 4 trequartistas. I mean, 4 target man. This community, the BTN community, has come up with 5 target man systems. Or is it 4 or 5? 5, right? You guys came up with. And then the 4 trequartista systems. Yeah, they can work. There you see again, so deep. Right, see again, right? The trequartista 21, 8, 10, and 7. Look at this, the trequartista shifted forward. See, this is our striker, right? So look at the relationship between the 4 of them. There he goes back. See that? See that? See that? So he still helps you defend. Okay. So we have mid block, nothing else. Previous shot goalkeeper distribution, fine. Well, I wouldn't change anything. I mean, I would just, because we're doing bring your tactics, right? So I have to do something, right? No, if it's a good tactic, why should I? I just want to add, I'm just going to add dribbles more. Okay, that's it. But we have to find a defender that can actually do that, no? If the defender can't, it doesn't have good dribbling. That's one of the reasons why Liverpool are struggling. They don't have any more line breakers in defense. Ever since VVD got injured, Joe Matip and his lack of confidence. So now they don't bring the ball out from the center anymore. So Liverpool also struggling to create chances because they don't have line breakers now. They got no line breakers anywhere in the team. That's the sad thing about Liverpool. Wow, not bad. You want me to do with this, man? This is a good tactic. Nice. Okay, all right, now show course, right? Now let's see what I can do, right? I'm just going to add one thing. Okay, so let's look at the defenders. We got Jimenez. Dribbling only 10, first touch about 11, acceleration about 11, agility, okay. I mean, Jimenez may be better at this. Dribbling about 11, anticipation, acceleration, agility, decision making, composure, okay, 16. All right, we're going to ask him to be the ball playing defender, and I'm going to tell him to dribble more. We're going to have some fun with this guy. All right. Why don't we're not going to stop at 1. We're just going to add it to Hermoso as well. I mean, can he do it first up? Okay. It's okay. All right. Decision making also for 12, composure 14, dribbling 10. So agility, balance, I think he can do the job. Okay. So dribble more, both of you. All right. Let's see what they do. Okay. All right. Let's go. I want them to take chances, right? I want them to push the line forward. Then you get like, then the Trequartista might be in a very interesting position. Blue Jester, how are you, man? Getting a day off today. Tactic is 95%. Cool, that's great. Yeah, I was just thinking about this line breaking thing, and I'm gonna do an update to my Lawns video. I guess Blondes, we're winning everything 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. So I'm getting a bit bored. So there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay? That's exactly what I wanted to see. All right. I want him to break the tier. I want him to, go one tier higher. So they can do that when they have that dribble more instruction. But you're also playing on balanced mentality. So it's not very risky. So it's worth trying it out. Of course, you have to have the defenders to pull that off. If you don't have the defenders, then you run into trouble. Let's see what happens. Come on. Oh, he's going to kick, yeah. You don't play out defense, but it's fine. Yeah, this is nice. I like the... You see this track? Where's the Trequartista? Remember what I said about tight marking? Mark tight, right? See that? Because he's in his zone. So he's going to mark the... he was going to mark this guy. Of course, whether they do it or not depends on their attributes as well. So let's look at number 10's attributes, right? Marking, 5. What terrible marking. Anticipation of 15. We don't know whether he's going to be able to do a really good job because marking that's the attribute that kicks into play. Okay, boy, there you see, he lost his player. Plus, he's a Trequartista, so he's probably not going to come all the way. All right, not bad, not bad. Let's go. Okay, Jimenez is not tired. But overall, I think your tactic is pretty solid. I bet we played against a back 3 system. So these Trequartistas giving the two wing backs a headache. Okay, Loriente out to Hermoso. Yep, dribble more. Thank you very much. See what I mean? How dangerous that thing is. Of course, I mean, we take that chance, but you got so many defenders back anyway. Want me? Jimenez, come, let's go. Dribble more. He's trying, right? That's nice, man. Of course, then it depends on what you want to do, right? So I think that in your current setup, you're playing it a bit safe. So they're guaranteed to play the safe pass, and then when your Trequartista is dropping it, he can play one over the top. So yeah, I think that I would probably do what you're doing, not have the dribble more. Yeah, I just want to see what the difference would have been, and I think that it's better to have no dribble more on that. Let's see. Let's let it run for a while longer and confirm my suspicions. Wait. And we can't keep losing. Yeah, the same shape. A lot of people are playing this shape now. Quite a few of my friends are playing the same shape. Or sending me the same kind of shape for tactics. You go like, how's this? And I've got another friend of mine sending me one really funky looking tactic which has got no wing backs, nobody on the flanks as well. So he sent me something similar. But they can work, I mean. Korea, yeah. Loriente loses the ball, but I don't think there's too much. I mean, here this problem is these guys are not going to help you defend so much. So, I mean, at least when it comes to the substitution strategy, it's quite straightforward. Not like other games, right? You worry about who to take off. Here you just have to go, okay, we take this guy off. And then we put this guy on. That's it. Substitution strategy done. replace the two guys in the middle, maybe a defender here or a defender there, and that's it. You don't have to worry about this group of players. Okay, let's go Hermoso. Now he goes back. See, the dribble mode doesn't kick in, right? So he just does enough, brings the ball forward, goes back, and now doesn't see, they don't dribble more like a stupid people. Like here, he had a gap, so he would have gone. Not bad. Not bad. It's a nice tactic. Very nice tactic. There's no need to mess about and change that tactic. So let's check in on this. All right. Okay. I'll just put the link in chat for you guys to upload your tactics. Once again, the link is in chat for those guys watching the show. Okay. All right. Let's go for the next game and the next tactic. Very nice. I like that tactic. It's gonna be on my best of Brigger tactics. Just watch, because I like to pick the tactics that are the most intriguing tactics, right, and feature them on a weekly show. So yeah, okay, all right. So we got that, and now we're gonna go to Simji, another tactic. Oh my goodness, it's similar. Yeah, same shape. Okay, same shape. Balance again, balance as well. Smart. But he's higher, right? Okay, he's trying to camp. All right. I would say these kind of tactics are better off being mid-block tactics, but we'll see how it goes. What about your PIs and TIs? Did you do the same thing? No, he's got none except for Rome on I think the AM. AF, nothing. Volante and halfback and white centre back. White's interesting. He's gone for the ball break. I mean the line breakers, doing attacks from deeper areas. Okay, all right. I see how that could work. Okay, let's go. Danger. I mean, like, it's interesting, but we see whether Philippe is playing the center on the right. He should be. Yeah, correct. See, Philippe should be there. Okay, let's go. Ball breaker. Yeah, slip of tongue. That's what we used to call our defensive mids back in the day. This is the problem with these tactics, right? The issue with these tactics isn't okay. It's always going to be the defending the sides, right? If you have a formation, okay, like here we have a formation that's got flanks, right? So it's always going to struggle against these kind of tactics. So you got to keep the ball, man. That's the only thing. So let's see if we can end up doing that. Nice. Again, gotta win the ball. Second ball is the one I'm looking at, right? So far, the moment they get into this position, you're in trouble already. So the problem is, you either win the ball as a mid block, or you have to keep putting pressure on them for 90 minutes. The moment they get into your half, you start like shaking a bit. I would. So these are the challenges with these systems. So let's carry on. Not making any changes just yet. The question is, how do we protect your team? I like the idea of him. I like the idea that BK used, which is the tracks higher up the pitch on the flanks. Because when you have tracks on the flanks, they drop deep, and they also bust a guard to get up, right? And they will play those kind of passes over the top. So they can pose a problem for a lot of teams. Your shadow striker, winger, and Griezmann as a winger. So you're using wingers who are going to stay wide. Okay. Okay, hold on. Is Griezmann on the left? Is he a left-footed player? Left foot very strong. Carrasco. Right foot. I'm going to swap them around. I think it's better if we don't get them bombing down the flanks. Instead, we want them to play those passes, right? Those like inverted winger kind of crosses, right? Nice. Also not bad, man. Gets into the space. Very simple goal. Defenders did the defending was terrible. Yeah, this is what I like, right? I like to see this, but that Kondogbia is a halfback, and that's the thing. He stayed in his position, but it's okay. Second goal, nice. That goal is generated because of the line breaking, right? So you got this guy pushing an attack up. I always think that line breakers are important in a lot of these back three systems. You get a wing white centre back. I prefer these white centre backs to the ball playing defenders that BK was using. Yeah, I think BK's tactic could get better if you use white centre backs instead of ball playing defenders. Kondogbia with the ball. Now we're using Carrasco. We're using opposite players, like a right-footed player on the left side and a left-footed player on the right side. Why? Because I want those kind of crosses, right? The guys check in. If they don't do the cross early, what they can do is they'll always have support. They'll wait for somebody to come. Otherwise, they'll put nice, dangerous balls into the area that strikers love because the balls are going towards goals. All we got to do is catch up, basically run as fast as we can and get on the ball. Because all we need to do is touch the ball and it goes in the back of the net. Because the ball is already heading in that direction. All we need to do is small touch. Yeah, you don't have to do much. No, you don't have to generate a lot of power. Just guide it into the back of the net. So it's quite easy to finish those kind of shots. Whereas balls going away from goal, right? If it's a cross by a left footer on the left side and they cross the ball, when you have to strike, you have to strike with venom, to bury the chances. But those balls that are going towards goal, all you gotta do is guide them in. Yeah. Oh. It's your midfield combination. Wow, that ball is damn fast. Yeah, this midfield combination is giving you trouble. The midfield combination of these two is giving you an issue at the moment. Maybe ball playing defender is also not a role that you want. Okay, after halftime, I gotta control my urge to make a change. They carry an issue in defensive transitions, also possible. I do like the white centre back because the thing is he's using them as on attack duty. They are pushing up. What he should do is this defender should be on cover. That's the only thing he needs to fix. Yeah. Just fix the white centre back on cover, then he'll be fine. Because this white centre back is causing problems for him when he comes out too soon. Okay. I have to wait until half time now. Come on. Not bad, huh? Okay, that opened up. At least got the ball away. But a lot of easy chances. PI is getting a lot of easy chances down the flanks. Okay, let's drop you. You're on cover already. That means that's something else. Volante is carrying the ball up for this guy. These guys are going to hold up the ball. Distribute to a specific teammate. Ooh, okay. How do I change this? Alright, I'll give you mark tight. Tackle harder. Mark tight, tackle harder. You guys to stay on the flanks closer to the opposition players. Okay. Roam from position. That's fine. He'll drop a bit. This guy, I'll leave him alone. It's this role that's bugging me right now. I get this. This guy goes up here. This guy goes ball playing defender. And stay wide. The reason why I'm doing this, right? Okay. The reason why I'm doing this to this ball playing defender, okay, is because we've got this guy running off. Right? I don't need him. I don't need this guy to run off as well. Like this white centre back to be on attack. Right? Yes, I mean he's not running off that far. He's only a volante, right? But let's try this instead. So we got defend, cover. So we get this guy pushing out a bit more. Okay, so this guy will be staying wide. This guy's in the center. This is naturally staying wide. Okay. Yeah, they will defend the wings. So I put one ball playing defender instead. João Felix to Rodrigo de Paul. Ay. That's to the moon and back. To infinity and beyond. Nice. Yeah. That's because the white centre back defend. Now go. Cover. Defender didn't cover that very well. The idea was right. The idea was there, but he didn't do it that well. Oh yeah, distribute the teammate. Okay, sheesh, I forgot you did this. You got this specific. I want to distribute to this guy. All right, we're not gonna do that. Okay, we just distribute the centre backs. Okay. Give them a choice. Oi. Nice. Okay. Ooh. Nice. Okay, we want the ball back. Carrasco back to Kondogbia. What a goal from João Felix. That was nice. That was sweet. Okay, we got those two wingers now putting a lot more pressure on the flanks. Alright, because we got them marked tighter and close down more. So mark tighter and tackle hard. Oh yeah. I see whether I can. Let's see whether we can change certain things, certain other things. I'm gonna drop this now. Okay. We're gonna come in here and do some funkiness. And we're gonna come in back here, push this back up again. I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference, to be honest with you, because I think that's very capped. Can't change it. But I like to think that we can. Okay. Nice. Go, Kondogbia. Don't stop there. Defending. Nice. Covering defender. Okay, this guy white centre back on attack. João Felix. Okay. There. We're going to see the pendulum effect. Okay. The guy pushed up, but the attack floundered. What can we do to make it better? This Volante is going to work with the winger, right? This guy is not going to take too many risks. Yeah. Nice. Wee! Oh, what a goal! What a goal. That is nice, right? Because they didn't pull out. They just brought the ball for just a bit to pull the defense up, and then we could play one over like this. That's all we wanted. But it's just a small tweak to the tactic. Right, so, okay, what did I do to this? Just make a small change, right? So close down more, tackle harder, because the tackle harder, mark tighter. Just tackle harder, mark tighter. Don't worry about close down more, you can't get it done. All right. Then instead of distribute to that one, we distribute the center backs, and we just left everything the way it is. Right. Except here, ball playing defender. Here. I think we only need this guy because this is a halfback. Right? He's gonna come deep, right? So we really need this guy to push up. Okay, so he's gonna be quite defensive. So we get him to push up. Whereas on this side, we got Volante who might leave gaps, right? Because he's going to leave gaps, we get this guy to come up. So there's always going to be support for this Volante when he gets the ball. So he can either pass to this player or he can pass to this player. Alright, so... Hey, so are we doing well against a 4-4-2 that should be terrorizing us? Okay. That we didn't need that, man. I don't know whether this is going to be something that... nice! Tackle harder. He's chasing the guy to bring him down. Then he can stop running already. No. Good block. Rodrigo de Paul gets out. And then loses the ball. Okay, not too bad. Alright, we change Mr. Griezmann to Cunha. Cunha is what, right or left foot? Right foot. You go to the left. Yannick Carrasco is playing. Griezmann, I don't know now. Who's this? Angel Correa. I forget it now. You know, anyone can go and play there. Kondogbia. Yeah. So we swap these two and one of the center mids. So there's there's quite a fair bit of harassing going on in midfield. Oh, that opens up. That's this only thing like these tactics. If they play a high tempo wide system with wingers on attack, then you might have issues. But I think you'll be better served with ball playing defenders. One ball playing defender at least. Instead of two white centre backs. Nice. Yeah, pressure. Go. Hold. Goal. You know it's a goal. Huh? You know it's gonna be a goal. Okay, we're running out of options, man. Who do I get? Loriente, bring you on for this guy. No, I can't make any more changes. But so far, this guy is losing a few balls. This white centre back, costing us a few. He's costing us. Now this white centre back is costing us the game. So you're gonna go ball playing defender, stay wide, mark tight and stay wider. Now the white centre back is costing us because white centre back sometimes play those kind of passes, right? Put a gangster, how are you, brother? Okay, well, I think the same system can work, right? The one that we used earlier. I noticed that we lost the ball. We conceded one goal because white centre back gave the ball away. Yeah, and we conceded another goal. Holy cow! We had a 4-2 lead. Now it's 4-4. It's not looking good, man. Why is this like this? Yeah, go to sideline. Yeah, this is brilliant. This is a brilliant goal because the player was already offside. Stefan Savic, the white centre back on the right, is having a very bad game. The white centre back on the right costing us. Yeah, he's had a bad game. The two defenders costing us the game here. Yeah, I think these are open to debate. No, I mean, like, I don't know. I'll go with whichever one you feel if you like more. But I would. Okay, I'm going to. Since you can't defend, you might as well just go attack. I need this guy to carry the ball. Cut back. Ball playing defender. Okay, stay. Pass into space. Okay, we're going to drop into a mid block now. Alright. Excellent press. All narrows. This tactic will work well against all narrow systems. Yeah. Any narrow system will work well because it's got four sitting, waiting to hit it, and then you got one roll. Speaking of that one roll, what we can do with this guy, tell him to take more risks, dribble more. Okay? Yeah, basically when you want him to try, when he takes more risks, he does it with movement as well, right? So sometimes he does that early run as well. So it's worth asking an advanced forward to take more risks. Remember, take more risks doesn't just mean passing, no. Yeah, a lot of people seem to think too. As I just recently confirmed, it's got to do with movement as well as all that. So this is good. So we just left it white centre back on attack here, and then asking the striker to take more risks. But we also scored a goal over the top. We went to mid block because mid block could be quite dangerous for the opposition because we are waiting for them to build up the play, but then we start smashing them in midfield, right? Wow, it looked simple. Okay. Yeah. I think don't play high press as well. Play a mid block for your tactic. Get back. This is a classic, man. 5-4 already. This is for entertainment, 5-5. Where the fans are going back happy, you know. 10 goals we saw in the League Cup. Tennis match scoreline. Exactly. We're having a lot of fun. Yeah. Okay, extra time, right? Okay, hold on. Substitution. Okay, Saul for Homoso. Okay. Cunha in the area. Rodrigo De Paul. Oh my goodness. 5-5. Who will win this game at the end of the day? We don't know. But it's fun. I like these first few tactics. There. Nice. You bring out a player who can bring the ball forward. Just have to play the right pass, that's all. Smashing it home. Yeah, they're gonna win this game. They have generated better quality goals than us. Yeah, Villarreal have had better quality chances because this tactic is going to give away a lot of high quality chances. That's the problem as well. Oi, no legs. Go, 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 go. Over the top. There we go again. Witzel. They scored the winner. 5-5. Bring your tactics all about experiments, right? We experiment all the way. So you're bound to see some crazy score lines. Just to try something out. Man, we haven't had a... I mean, at least the digital fans are happy. 11 goals, in this game. If you see 11 goals, you can see 6. It means that there is something to do with the tactic itself. I mean, I like these kind of tactics are fun, but they have an inherent weakness right here. So I think what he did was even more interesting. I think I would have probably thought of Trequartista is not bad because it will help you drop. So I would consider changing these 2 roles to Trequartistas. Yeah. Because then they drop a bit deeper in the build-up phase. And they can put one over the top for you. Then I'll remove this, distribute the teammate. I'll just go this, distribute the center backs, right? And I would think of playing it as a mid block. Yeah, just play as a mid block and also change these guys, right? So these guys can mark tighter. Get them to mark tighter. Get this guy to mark tighter. Yeah, this will be fun. Yeah, you could do that with these guys. Okay, next tactic. The bot trying to fire us, but finding the firing us button doesn't exist. Your struggle is narrower than wider for some reason. Okay. Narrow tactics are quite strong, and I would think narrow tactics are quite strong. If I played this tactic, right? Yeah, I'll show you guys my tactic. Can I show it to you guys like this? Without loading the save. Let me see if I can find it. First, I need to figure out where I put my own tactic. Oh, is it here? No, it's not here. Okay. It's not in this folder. It's in... There. I like this tactic. This is one of my favorite tactics right now, because if I were to play this in draft mode, this guy becomes a tank. This guy a tank, and I'll play this setup in draft, and I'll play this guy as an advanced forward. This is the tactic I'll use for draft mode right now. Okay, because I know it's going to be very hard for people to score against me. But when I score goals, they'll come very quick. So I'll play on cautious as well, and I'll remove player defense. Yeah, this is what I will use in draft. Probably I'll leave it unchecked as well. So this would be my draft mode. It's the same tactic I'm using in launch right now. Okay, next tactic. Finally we got a sensible non-draft mode tactic. FM23 4231 DM. Yay! Finally, somebody decided I had enough of these draft mode tactics. Let's see what I'm gonna go. Wing back, halfback. Okay, halfback drops here. Okay, all right. Wing back, attacking, roaming playmaker, inside forward. Okay, park tighter. I mean, inside forwards are goal scorers, no? Like, okay, advanced. Okay, okay, they might score goals. I mean, they got a higher attacking mentality to get into the area. Griezmann, Felix, Koke, Loriente. I think these guys can work. Yeah, these guys can work. I mean, the players are quite decent. So let's see how the tactics does. Draft happening. I got no time to draft, man. Draft time's too late for me. I miss draft mode. I really do. I enjoy draft mode a lot. There's a lot of community in draft mode, right? For me, it's about having fun, talking to people, Getting to know different kinds of people, how everyone wants to play the game. Yeah. Different tactics. Sometimes coming out with sometimes when I play against some of you guys have got the strangest tactics I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, half the time, and plus we play on key highlights, there's no time, right? There is absolutely no time to analyze anything. It's just a case of, okay. So it's like, okay, interesting tactic. Okay, this 4-2-3-1 is pretty strong. Yeah. It's just a question of whether you can defend and whether you can carry the ball out of defense. You see, the problem right now you have is you wing backs on attack. You got a halfback, right? So the only issue you will have with this tactic is whether you can do a line break from defense, meaning bringing the ball forward. So a lot of the matches that you might find, you might end up with situations where you're looking for highlights where your goalkeeper gets the ball and he moves the ball out. So can you move the ball out? I see a lot of these like attack, which is fine, you know. I mean, you are top heavy, so you want to not spend a lot of time building up play, right? But when you need to build up play, how does your team do it? Oh, that's a nice goal, man. Yeah, it's a great tactic. I mean, that's only one thing I would change, right? Because I haven't seen the highlight. That's the only thing. So let's go to comprehensive. I need to see whether your build up play is interesting from the back. Looking good now. One day showdown. I mean, cannot. My timing's a bit strange for me. I can only do draft mode like 2 o'clock in the afternoon Singapore time. Who's going to take part? Right? So it's not fair to other people. So you guys have draft mode. Enjoy. And I sometimes I will. There are even days when I feel like jumping in on chat and just disturbing you guys. No, like jumping on. I know like Limo's chat or somebody else's chat. Just jump in and just make noise. Oh, hey, I'm here. Oh, that kind of thing. Yeah. This is nice, okay? No, not bad, okay? Yeah, okay. I don't see too much that needs to be changed, okay? Don't see too much. I think possession-wise, you could do a bit more. Well, they go down your flanks, you're still defending quite well. Yeah. Yeah. They get inside, not easy, no easy chance. So you're looking at these kind of transitions. They get behind you, they can't create, that kind of thing, right? Atletico Madrid, we don't even know what they're using. Oh, who's the other team? Almira formation. They're playing a 4-3-3. This is a defensive system, so this 4-2-3-1 should be able to park this ass and put this system to bed. Right? So as long as you put, their DM has got a lot of pressure. In fact, if I play this kind of systems, all I do is this. Okay, you just come in, you don't do any other OI, just do this one OI. Okay. See the Malero guy? The DM? Trigger press him. And type mark him. So they don't have him as an outlet to pass the ball. Then they always have to go to the wing backs. The wing backs always going to be under pressure. Then you'll be able, you're forcing them to use the wing backs instead of going to the DM and using their center mids. So you're creating a problem for them. Okay, so I made only one change, right? Why? That's it. Now, after the second half, we'll make the second change. Then after that, you're golden. I like the use of a ball-playing defender. This tactic needs a ball-playing defender, especially if you use halfbacks. When you use halfbacks, I always recommend having a ball-playing defender. Because halfbacks, they drop. Sometimes they come in. I mean, this is not a pure DM position, right? If I was playing like a 4-3-3 like this and I had a halfback, then both these players are ball-playing defenders. Without hesitation, I'll make them both ball-playing defenders. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is this guy. Okay, yeah, he's got. All right, fine. We can do it this way. This guy's got dribble more already. Oh, I don't have to change anything. Your tactic. This tactic shouldn't. There's nothing to change. Right, it's a good tactic. AF, inside forward, mark tighter. Yeah, golden rules all being applied. Yeah. Underlap left. Yeah. Okay, great. Don't change it. It's a great tactic. Yeah, it's a very nice tactic. This tactic doesn't need any changes. It's a very good tactic. Advance forward, poacher, pressing forward and attack, all can work this tactic. Okay, so you don't have to worry. I mean, even if you change the role, I mean, like, okay, if you play advance forward, sometimes it's going to sit on defenders all day long. So let's just change this guy. We've got Philippe, defender. I don't know what we're going to do with this guy. I will just put some token defender there. I just want to change players for the sake of changing players. Rodrigo the ball. Forget it. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Tactic is fine. Yeah. It's a good tactic. These kind of tactics all, make one change here, maybe a change here. You're always looking at subbing at least one of these players every game. Every game. You just make sure you have a player on the bench waiting to come on. That's all. Okay. If you concede a goal in the 80th minute or the 90th minute, trust me, if you start making these defensive changes, you might see less goals being conceded. That's all. You go like wondering why, but yeah, that's usually the funny thing about this game. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let them have the ball. There's no point. The other thing you can do with this tactic as well, because you got two support duties, right? Very easy for your tactic to play like this. Mid block, standard defensive line, cautious. Okay, say you want to see out a game, right? This is something you can do in a see out a game. That's it. You want to see out a game, you can do that straight away. You go into that's before we made the changes, right? So what you can do is you want to see out a game, you can draw your mentality of the cautious. What happens to your passing when it goes to cautious? The more I put it in a mix, right? Your passing can be quite the passing length is almost the same, cautious and attacking. It's going to be long. So it's nice. You see some nice counter-attacking play. Because they made those changes. Fans hail tactical genius. You guys are brilliant people, man. All of you coming with different tactics today. The fans are excited. We're tinkering every single game. They should make an achievement, right? If you can play an entire season with a different tactic for every single game. There should be an achievement for that, man. That is a good tactic. 4-2-3-1, 2 wingbacks on attack. Okay, I'll tell you something about 4-2-3-1s, right? 2 wingbacks on attack, 2 rolls on the flanks on support at the underlap. That's it. Golden. Done. Yeah. There's nothing else for you to do. Yeah. Now, 4-2-3-1 will be very strong. Because the underlaps are going to encourage the wider players to hold up the ball looking for an inside run. And the inside forwards are the ones making those runs, right? Oh. So, good now. You're trying to do an early morning one. See, you try. My issue right now is the timing and the commitment to if I take part in this kind of draft, I have to commit. Nice. Want to play after my own heart. Okay. With this tactic, right? We let it play first. I'll tell you the problem with this tactic. Okay, we'll play this and I'll show you what the problem is. There's an issue with this tactic. Yeah, there's a small issue. Okay. All right, let's go. So we watch it for the first 45 minutes. The problem with these back three systems is whenever you have a back three system, because of the positioning these guys take up, right? Okay, these guys taking up these positions, what you end up having to do is, you need to bring the ball forward. You need players to become line breakers. They have to bring the whole formation up with them, right? So the problem with when you have a system where you have all defend duties at the back. You got white centre back on defend, you got another white centre back on defend, you got defend duty, then you got midfielder there on defend. Nobody is bringing the ball forward. So they have to pass the ball. They have to make perfect passes to players all the time. And the rest of the team, you don't go up as a gang, no. You pass the ball forward. So your tactic depends on whether you can pass the ball. But if they do this to you, they shut your passing lanes down because of the formation you play against. Then you struggle, right? Like look at Atletico Madrid. They're playing at home and they're struggling for domination. Right? So how do you fix this? Let's watch the first 45 minutes and then we'll see if you can fix it. So we end up having to try and win the ball back. Can't win the ball back. Oh yeah. So there are several things you can do. The first thing you can do is you can change the roles to white centre backs on support. Simple. Second thing you can do is actually play with a ball playing defender, right? Ball playing defender brings the ball forward. Then you attack the flanks, right? Okay. So those are basic ways you can do this. But right now, this goal that we scored, right, wasn't through our build-up, right? Okay. So they had the ball. They lost the ball. Our players are already in these positions, right? Okay. So where do they lose the ball? Come on, can you go a bit faster? Why is it so slow? Okay, there we go. We scored a goal, not because we have better build-up play. Yeah? We scored a goal because they lost the ball. There's a big difference between the two. Okay? So we were able to score the goal because we already got our players in position to attack them. Not because we built the goal from defense to attack. That's the difference between the two. Okay? So at this point in time, if I see that goal, I know that I'm not going to win this game because we're not creating anything on our own. Right? We have to wait for them to make a mistake so that we can create goal scoring opportunities. So what would I do with this tactic? Okay. Problem is, you see this line, nobody carrying the ball. This guy's already forward. He's going to be running off with the ball. So somebody has to bring the ball out from defense. Right? Not this guy, not this guy. Not this guy. This guy's already gone. So it's maybe this guy? Okay, fine. We got Kondongbia. Maybe this one player will do it. Dictates tempo. Okay, can. Okay. But what I would do in this kind of situation is ball playing defender on defense, stay wider. Okay. Either that, I tell him to stay wider. Where is it? Okay, stay wider, dribble more. Okay. He brings the ball forward. And then this guy, white centre back on support. Right, so this guy can be a white centre back on support. This guy can dribble the ball. I mean, he's going to just bring out the ball. This guy is going to be more like a wing back or a defensive wing back of sorts. All right, now we need these guys to hold up the ball for someone. So we'll just do an underlap. It will affect their positioning as well. Much higher defensive line, no, like we don't have to do it like this. Okay, I'll just do one like this, slightly higher defensive line. Just dropped it. Okay, dropping it one notch. I don't want them running all over the place. Okay, underlap, fairly narrow. Okay, this should be okay. Throw it long. Okay, I think this should work. It should work, I think. All right, so this guy is going to bring the ball forward. This guy is also going to try and bring the ball forward. We got a ball-winning midfielder here, whose ball-winning midfielder is going to try and win the ball in quite a big area. Okay, let's go. See what happens. My goal is to see if we can build the ball out from defense. So I'm going to just watch it on extended. Because I mean, they were down by a man, but this is the changes I will make to your tactic. I would make these changes to your tactic straight away. Because the problem with these back three systems is a lot of people play with attacking wing backs, right? Okay. But who else is bringing the ball? The attacking wing backs are further forward. You need to reach them with a pass, right? So you need line breakers. Yeah. So without line breakers, you might have an issue. Yeah. But I think these tactics, these back five systems are extremely strong. If you set them up right, they're very, very good tactics. So you got these guys now bringing, he's got partners in crime. I like this. The first time we saw a transition that's like, but they are men down as well. So, and they've given away the flanks. Now they've taken back the flanks. Now they've given away the flanks. They have to make up their mind. See, the beautiful thing about having these roles, right? Okay. I don't know what it is about the match engine, or maybe it's the match engine, I don't know. But the moment I play a ball-playing defender, the role in front of him pushes up, like he's confident, this guy is behind me, he's also going to bring the ball forward. So, yeah. Could be that. Okay. Keep. Now we see what happens. Right now I'm playing in double flanks. I would have, if I had gone down by a man, I would have done this. Yeah. You see, there. I mean, we didn't see much, but I want to see how these guys react. Nice. See, the thing is here, you're pressing. They don't all, because if you do this, you're gonna have these two groups, these two lines they might press the same players. Yeah. So I did what I did just now. I dropped the defensive line one notch. So I would change your tactic to have one white center back, one ball playing defender. Yeah, that's it. You'll have a different different kind of transitions on both sides of the pitch. Villarreal knocked us out, right, just now. Sensitive for this team now. That's the second tactical genius thing. You guys are smart people. Huh? You guys making fantastic tactics here. Yeah, I know. I don't like to put... look, honestly, don't PI the crap out of your tactic. It doesn't make your tactic better. I know a lot of people like to put PIs on their tactics. You don't need to put a lot of PIs on your tactics. Just, yeah, you don't need to, man. I mean, PIing the living daylights of a tactic doesn't make a tactic better. Yeah. The less PIs, the better. In fact, that's the way it should be. You know, you should use less PIs as far as possible. Okay. All right. So we got file requests. Let's see what we have. Okay. Public. View uploads. Hopefully no games. Okay. All right. I just realized only after I download, right? I check one tactic for everyone. Okay. See, 2 means I take out 1. We're not doing 2 tactics per person. Okay, it's 1 tactic per person. Alright, so I won't be looking at 2 tactics. Sorry, it's just the way it is. So make it fair for everyone. Okay, downloads, public, extract files. Okay, so we got double, right? So Rajani, I'll pick your 3-4-3. Okay, a lot of threes, man. Okay, so order. Okay, AJ Stewart, your tactic first. Okay, AP on support. Only change you need to make. Tactic is a good tactic. It's not bad. AP on support. Like I saw your tactic, right? Only one thing you change. AP on support. Not AP on attack. AP on support. The reason why you play AP on support is because there are a lot of formations that play with a DM, right? Or double DMs, right? The problem when you play against all these formations, your AP got no chance to get to the ball because half the time he has to dribble past 2 players. Right? So what you end up doing is you're asking to drop away. So he's pulling those defenders away so he can play the pass to these guys. That's why you play AP on support. But we'll play this and see how it goes, right? Okay, so yeah, quick pick. Apparently our keeper is injured. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we don't have a keeper anymore. I suspect we don't have a goalkeeper. Right? We might have gone through and then like, yeah, Oblak. Yeah, come on now, yeah, Oblak. We are doing, this is remove all injuries. Don't worry, sir. You can play. We are playing a game where it's bring your tactics, right? We don't want to have a Mickey Mouse goalkeeper there. Like, oh, bring your tactics. Or I'm using a goalkeeper from Singapore. Bit stupid. Yeah, let's go. All right, let's go, babies. Okay, so we got Felix, Morata, Griezmann. Okay, Carrasco, Kondogbia, Koke, Loriente. Loriente is a wingback. I think we play with Stevens. He can't cross the ball to save his life. Molina can. Yeah, Molina. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh, wait, hold on. Philip, Jimenez, Hermoso, correct. The right players. Make sure that the white centre backs all got some skill on the ball. No worries, man. I'll just pick one, right? You didn't know which one to upload? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, very quick. Now we watch on key highlights. All right. Okay, 3 defenders, right? I see your tactic. I won't change much. Only one role I'll change. APA. APA to AP support, right? There's nothing to change. No, I like your tactic as it is. Okay. It's just that against better teams, right? Against better teams that have got a strong DM presence, AP on support. That's all you need to do. And then sometimes you might want to avoid the battle in the middle, then go focus play down the flanks. That's it. End of story. End of story. That's it. Your tactic is straightforward. These back five systems, there are sometimes you focus play down the flank, sometimes you focus play down the middle. Like if I was playing against a 4-4-2, right? I might focus play down the middle instead of focusing play down the flanks because I've got an extra man there. So I try and overpower the center. See, you see what happens when you play, you see this whole transition, right? Okay, I'll just show you why AP and support. This is the reason why. Okay. They have the ball, right? Watch what he does. Okay, watch this. They have the ball. Where's the AP on it? He's here. Okay. He's still here. Now they got the ball. He comes up straight away. Now he's out, no? He can't really contribute to your defense. They can pass the ball through because if it's AP and support, he'll probably be somewhere here. Then they will try and keep the ball to the flanks. Right? See, so easy for them to get the ball out and then gone. They got this guy free to pass the ball to. So I would play him as AP on support. Tongkachi, how are you, man? Why you prefer underlap than overlap? I prefer, because there's no overlap. I mean, if overlap the thing about overlap and underlap is very simple. Overlap, hold up ball looking for a player on the outside to make a run. Teammate on the outside. In a back five system with wing backs only, why would you want him? Why you want to play overlap? Because there's nobody who's going to overlap the wing back, right? No one. There's no one overlapping the wing back. Whereas in an underlap, he says widest player holds up the ball for a player on the inside making a run from deep in front. There are players, a whole team is, the wing back is the furthest, all his teammates on his left. So better options, right? That's why I play underlap when I play with narrow systems. I never play overlap. Overlap makes no sense at all. Yeah. Hey, look at the description, it tells you already. Yeah, overlap. Instructs players on the right flank to hold on to the ball and look for an overlapping player in support. Underlap. Hold on to the ball and wait for a player to arrive from deep with an overlapping run. Instead, look for a teammate making a run inside and beyond them. So they don't look for overlapping run, they look for somebody on the inside making an inside run. That's it. Simple. That's why I play that. Okay. Second half, right? Okay, what was I going to change? This guy. AP on support. No, AP on support. Support. Okay, let's go. That's the one. Okay, all right. Okay, now you got a better defensive presence. Yeah. So let's go. So that's it. This is the only change I'll make to your tactic. And also, you can also do this, right? Because we are playing, I wouldn't play whip crosses, I'll play mix. Plus, I'll probably go focus play left and right now. Okay, avoid their AP in the center as well. So I use my wing backs and try and score goals. So I'm using the wings more now, focusing play down the flanks. But AP on support, babe. This tactic, you put AP on support, you do better. And it's my opinion. Of course, you find AP on attack, that's okay, then fine. But I like AP on support for this. So now we switch to the wing backs focusing play down the left and the right. Okay, so boom, bump, boom. See how AP is still in an attack zone, right? Right? He's still going to attack the box. That makes up this tactic again, right? It's one of those... you don't have 4 midfielders, don't bother playing this system. Yeah, this is one of those tactics. You don't have 4, this is a tactic you cannot use. Yeah. You gotta be prepared to change 2 and maybe a wing back if you need wing backs as well. Your 4 substitutions are always gonna be the same 4 players every single game. Yeah. It's not a case of substituting players who've got bad ratings. No, it's a case of making sure that you got fresh legs. That's all. And could you drop the AP and add attack in the CM strata? You could, but then he's too far away, right? But you can. You can play like 5-3, right? Can definitely. Yeah. Then it's like then you do this, right? You do this. Yeah, but if I were to do this, right, I'll play like this straight away. Because then there are too many players, too deep, right? I'll probably end up playing like this. Now I'll play something like a Maz here. On the side where I want the guy to launch, then this guy could be like a ball winning midfielder on support. Right. Or even a DLP. You can even play a DLP on support, holding the position here so you can just keep this area and then you can have a CM on attack. More pushing to the center. The only problem with this kind of systems is you might lose a lot of space in the center. So I probably would most of the time I'll play this like that. CM on defend and then mass and it's a flank based attack, but it's very boring. So but I probably would try what you just suggested. It would be interesting. I've never tried something like this before. I mean, this could be interesting, but then if I do this, then I'll most likely turn this guy into a wingback on attack. Wingback attack. Very defensive core. But your defensive line has to be like something like this standard. Yeah, don't make it too high. Otherwise, a lot of players are going to go for the same ball. Yeah, you could. This is very defensive though. Yeah. And you're probably not going to be playing it on shorter passing as well. You're going to play on mix, higher tempo. No play out defense because this tactic is gonna die if play out defense because so many players are gonna drop deep. Now 1, 2, 3 all gonna drop deep. So wingbacks are playing high up the pitch. I'll probably remove mix. I'll probably go underlap. I think although underlap is not necessary, the only reason why I use underlap now is to position them high up the pitch. Then I'll probably play either attacking mentality or cautious mentality because both mentalities have got longer range passing. Yeah. Something like this, and then pressing forward, advance forward, yeah, fine. It's a bit more to answer your question. It'll be very boring, but it'll be very effective. Teams attacking you can't really break you down, and then you just wait for the one over the top. But you can't play too deep, that's the problem. You can't be too deep, but maybe a mid block, something like this, could work. Yeah, step up more. I definitely would use that because I'll squeeze the game in this area, and then hitting the early cross could be something that this tactic would favor this tactic because you probably end up having this guy coming late and this guy dropping crosses from here. Yeah, it could work. Yeah, roaming playmaker halfback. But in these kind of systems, these guys can definitely go attacking as well, like white centre backs on attack. Yeah. All right, next tactic. Okay, Rajani, your tactic. Okay. All right. What have we got here? Rajani, a 3-4-3. Wingback, ball winning. Boo, double ball winning midfield. It's a bit bold. This is a bit. Okay, here the problem with this tactic is going to be nobody to carry your ball forward. So this guy wins the ball high. This guy wins the ball high. You got nobody to bring the ball forward except for the libero. These guys can be high up the pitch. Your biggest problem is actually getting the ball out of defense. Like consistently using the flanks. So a lot of your transitions are going to be based on the opposition losing the ball. And then you're also doing play out defense and pass into space. This is not your friend, but yeah, it's not your friend. Pass into space is not your friend at all. Yeah, I mean we can play for a short while, but it's not your friend. Because the only time this tactic will do well is like if you got lots of space. But if you're meeting a weaker team that says, hey, you know what, we're gonna sit back and defend all day long. You try and break us down, then you're gonna struggle. So if you were to play, and then we'll play it right now. So these guys, you see, they won't move. They just pass the ball like that, right? You see, this is what I mean. There are no line breakers in a tactic. When there are no line breakers, you're expecting to pass the ball perfectly all the time. You're not pushing the team back. See that? All there. All perfect passes you need. Right, there's no line breaking, so you got to go up, and then there's nobody in the area for you to score. So again, you see, then you lose the ball. Yeah. So this tactic, these are fundamental rewrite. You can't play it like this. Okay? This tactic you can't play like this. This is just there's no. So I would probably go white centre back on support, white centre back on support. I'll play this guy as a DM on, maybe DM on support will be fine. Ball winning midfielder. I need somebody to bring the ball forward. Roaming playmaker will be fine. This guy can bring the ball. In fact, this guy can be a white centre back on attack. This guy can be a wing back on attack. Shadow striker, target forward. Dropping deep and then you're releasing. It's too complicated. Yeah, way too complicated. You're better off doing something like this. Okay, so you can do something like this. Target forward, shadow striker. AP and support dropping deep. You need players to pull and create space for other players. Here you're hoping that the target forward you can't even. The thing is, right, there's nobody bringing the ball forward. You need perfect passes in the okay, basically you need Manchester City level players for your tactic to work all the time. Right? So it's not gonna work that way. Focus play to the middle doesn't always work. Focus play to the middle just means that the guys in the center come closer to play the pass. Right, so we're gonna drop this, no counter. Distribute to center backs, high press, prevention, trap inside, and forget the trap inside. The one instruction I'll tell everybody not to use in the game. Right, don't bother with trap inside. Yeah, you can play with two white center backs. I'm trying with two white center backs, but you can go with two white center backs. You can go with one ball playing. Maybe you can play a ball playing defender here. You got a different dynamic, but here we're getting both these roles to push my team into the transition forward. So you get a better attacking pattern. Now you don't have to depend on them to make mistakes. You can create your own goals. Right? So if you right now you see we got a target for holding out the ball and then the AP comes in to score the goal. Right? So it's definitely a different dynamic in our tactic. So if you worry this guy, now I could also say, okay, we play this guy as a ball playing defender. We turn this guy into a ball playing defender on cover. This one is a dribble more. Now what happens in this transition is this guy's gonna push the ball up. We got roaming playmaker beside him. That's not really much of a problem, but because what now is gonna happen is this guy's a line breaker. So as he pushes up, the wing back can actually push high up the pitch. So now you can release the wing back as well. All right, let's see whether that happens. But first we have to win the ball, right? There we go. Much better, right? You don't have to depend on the AI, now to screw up all the time. Now, because we got cover, he's perfectly positioned. There we go. This is what we want to see. That is caused by the ball playing defenders breaking the line. This is the problem. A lot of people make back three systems and they cannot make back three systems work. It's because the first rule of a back three system, okay, is you need a line breaker. Okay, you need one of the defenders to break a line, meaning he goes from this position, which is the defender's tier, to the DM tier. So he brings the ball forward. When he brings the ball forward, he carries the formation with him. Right? So he brings the formation. So this allows other players to get further up the pitch. As he brings the ball forward, now we are in a different transition state. Now we're in an attacking transition state where we can attack the lines already. So this is the reason why it's important to recognize this. Only thing is SI hasn't really perfected this very well. I mean, I would like to see that when the ball playing defender pushes up, right, the wing back pushes up higher. They had that happening in the alpha, but they found it was too strong, and I think they reined it in a bit. But I think they made a mistake. It would have been better if they had left it alone in the alpha. I thought it was much better in the alpha. Okay. So now we got two different kinds of transitions, right? So we got one featuring one kind of player, one role, and the other one is the white center back. Okay. So let's try something different. Okay, so we attack. So this works. I don't think there's a need to change anything. Wing back on attack. Okay. What happens if I turn this guy? Okay. If you turn this guy into a roaming role, like a complete wing back, he might end up in all kinds of funny positions. But I think we'll just leave it like that. I think this is fine as it is. Okay. Say. All right. Okay, let's look at the comments. BPD is always the star. I love BPDs. I haven't been playing with a lot of BPD dribble more for a long time now. People, and then my lawn safe, right? People going, and then I got a comment the other day when somebody came in and said, you should be using a BPD with dribble more. And I'm like, I'm the dude that initially told everyone to do it. So I was like, keep it quiet. Yeah, but you can only do it when you have the right players for it. Breaking the line again. So this is something that you can do. I mean, I'm not suggesting you add dribble more to all your players. You can even play a white centre back, right? He does the same thing. But the only difference is the white centre back and the ball playing defender have two different kinds of transitions. I like that because it's not typically the same, right? The reason why I'm a bit unhappy with the white centre back is I was hoping that the white centre back does the cross. I think I'll be pushing for that in FM24, not 23. 23 is too late now, but I think in FM24 we should be asking them to do the white centre back with the diagonal ball sometimes. If they've got crossing on them, it would be nice to see them do a cross. Because that's what sometimes Antonio Conte's white centre backs do. Yeah. There, cover. Much nicer. White centre back, bring the ball forward. Pushing, there's always going to be options for him to pass the ball to. This guy is a ball playing defender. Inside the area, bang, penalty. So now your transitions are much better. Yeah, ball playing defenders give you a much better give you options basically. Yeah, that's basically it. Daniel Malina for Mori. I don't know who I'm subbing, man. I'm just randomly picking players now. Okay, let's go. All right, not too bad. Okay, done. So these are the changes, right? So we made quite a few changes to your tactic. I hope I remember all the changes. All right, so what did we do? White centre back on support or attack, right? You can play them, but these roles have to change. I would play like a DM on support, and here I put a roaming playmaker. So you got roaming playmaker also dribbles, right? So here you can play a ball playing defender. Here you can play a ball playing defender. Ask him to stay wide. This guy shouldn't be a libero because you're gonna run into trouble. I think with the libero, ball playing defender is actually better. Then after that, you've got these kind of setups. Up top, you can even go with if you have a target man, play him as a target man on attack, and then play a support. Remove this, take this down and bring this down. Distribute. Yeah, this is fine. Remove the trap inside. Please don't use it. Yeah, that's it. Play the tactic like this. Yeah, it'll work. Yeah, definitely. So all you have to do with this guy is time to stay wide. That's it. And you've got yourself a tactic that actually will create nice movements because the white centre back pushes up, the ball playing defender pushes up. You get a line breaker straight away. All right, next tactic. Okay, all right. Okay, we're going to now talk about the tactic. We're not going to play it through. So inverted wing back, narrow, CM on attack going up this way. Shadow striker coming here, poacher. Okay, this tactic has a lot of guys running forward. Right. The problem is this halfback is going to drop and you're depending on these runners. No? So when a halfback drops, right, these guys have to bring the ball forward. Okay, I see what you've done. Okay, I would have done the same thing. Dribble more. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, I'd have done the same thing. Because the more the halfback drops, right, you got to get these guys to run forward with the ball. And he's done exactly that. Inverted wing back. All right, the only reason why you chose the inverted wing back is so you can have these attacking movements through the center. Now, you have to remember this inverted wing back does not defend this CM's attack. So this CM, he doesn't come in here and sit in this position, right? What you can do is ask him to be a Mazala on attack. Or Mazala. So what happens is the inverted wing back comes this way, Mazala goes this way. Yeah. So you get something in the center. We leave this box to box midfielder. You got advanced forward, poacher on attack, shadow striker. I will probably change his role to an AP on support. So you get somebody dropping deep. Mazala coming here, inverted wing back. You get a few options. The poacher is just gonna. I'll play the poacher here. and the advanced forward here. There's a reason why. It's because of the Mazala and the CM on attack. Do you see the poacher, right? What he will do is he will look back to pass the ball. Now, he doesn't pass the ball forward unless it's like, clearly a good pass. And he can make the pass. Otherwise, he's going to pass back. So you got a Mazala in the half space. You got potentially this guy coming in. Now, I probably would play with at least one wing back. Yeah, so I get some width in my tactic. Because in this kind of a setup, right, you might struggle against some formations that got double DMs. Because then all you're doing is you're running into the same zone over and over again with all these players just, trying to break down the center of with the two DMs. So I'll probably go one wing back. If you want to use the inverted wing back, go ahead, Yeah, here, okay, if you want to try it, you try it here, inverted wing back on attack. Wait, hold on. Inverted wing back on attack. Okay, here, this one is the wing back. Okay, why did I choose this one to be the wing back? Because here I've got box to the box, it doesn't go in the half space, right? So here Mazala is attacking, this guy is attacking, so there might be some dynamic, interesting things happening here. But still, I think it's a bit ambitious. Most of the time, I probably wouldn't have two attack duties here. But you might want to try it. Maybe, okay, I'll tell you what, be safer a bit. Okay, inverted wing back on support. No, inverted wing back on attack. Okay, so inverted wing back on support. Yeah, I was thinking, you might want to, maybe you're the kind of guy that wants to barrel through an entire defense. Low crosses or cutbacks, so play mixed. Higher tempo, okay, this thing about higher tempo, okay, doesn't mean you score goals. It just means that you're asking players to move into attacking positions really quickly. Doesn't always work, and you get a lot of long shots. So I suggest dropping it down to this and rolling it out counter hard. Okay, this can work, and just set it up like that. Let's see if you got any PIs. Take more risks, dribble more. Okay, take more risks affects the movement. Okay, just don't do that. Yeah, dribble more is fine. Okay, shoot less often. All right, halfback, shoot less, tackle harder. Dribble more, shoot less often. I mean, you can remove this. Okay. Shoot less often. Dribble less, shoot less often. Okay, fine. Mess. Get this guy to roam. Roam is your best friend here. Yeah. Poacher and advanced forward is fine. Yeah. This is how I set it up. Yeah. Just a small change to your tactic. All right. Next tactic. Okay. All right. Let's see this tactic. Okay, another 4-2-3-1. All right, this 4-2-3-1. Okay, the problem with this 4-2-3-1 is these two fullbacks. Very safe, no. This is one of those tactics, right, that does not like short passing. I'll tell you why. Fullbacks are not going to be very aggressive up the pitch, right? They're not going to be very aggressive because they're going to look inside to make the pass. The moment you run out of options, the fullbacks are going to hoof the ball. These guys are on the other side, on the opposite end of the pitch. You can keep the ball, there's no issue. Fullback on attack, it's a safe system. I mean, this is one of those tactics that looks at scoring goals when you're in the final third. You have to move the ball around to score goals. And move the opposition. This target forward is going to drop deep. The shadow striker is going to get into the place to score inside forward. DLP in this position holding space. Maybe this guy should be a wing back. Right, get this guy to be a bit more ambitious. He does a natural overlap around the inverted winger. Okay, because you got so much happening here, like movement, right? And only one DLP. That's it, though. It's like nothing much is going to happen here. But this movement, all this movement is nice for this wingback because all this movement, wingback gets around, he might be unmarked. Drives one across the area. These two can go and score the goal, right? So this is the change I would make. The attack. I mean, if you're uncomfortable, you want to use a fullback, by all means, go use a fullback. That's fine. Yeah, this can work. Slightly over tempo. Yeah, this can work. Overlap on the right. Okay, you don't need the overlap because this is a natural overlap. This inverted winger will come inside. Right, he will come inside to play the pass. This guy will do a natural overlap. We don't need the overlap, right? Yeah, you don't need to force the overlap here because you get a natural one. And this can work wide height. Yep. Okay, mid block. Okay, if you're playing a mid block, then maybe you shouldn't play on lower tempo. Go standard tempo. Yeah. Don't play a mid block because it's like this, right? you're waiting to break down the opposition in midfield. And then when you get the ball, let's take our time to score the goal. Kind of defeats the purpose of having a mid-block, right? Because you want to break them in transition and score as quickly as possible, right? So this tactic, you do a mid-block, play on standard or slightly higher. Don't play on low tempo. Yeah. Okay, so you need to raise the tempo for this tactic. Play on defense is not bad, okay? Ball playing defender, wing back, DLP. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, I tell you what, put the ball playing defender here. Save this as a CD, okay, because this guy is bombing up, right? Okay, so you put a ball playing defender here instead, so that he can bring the ball up. Because you got volante, you got fullback, right? So if he loses the ball, fullback ain't gonna be, he's not gonna be that far away. So the fullback can help him out, right? So this is fine. So I'll probably set it up like that. Just a slight little change. That's it. So this tactic can work. It can work on balance. You can even play on cautious. If you play on cautious, right, you can play standard and higher tempo. You get a counter-attacking tactic. Now remember this, right? Narrow width, everyone's close together, but you don't prioritize the flanks. So sometimes this kind of tactics, what you want is a bit of width, right? Because then you tell the team to use the fullbacks, the wingbacks, use the inverted wingers, right? So you can play on standard if you want, but fairly narrow, be prepared. If these two, you play against teams that have got a lot of players in the center, they may never see the ball and you might lose the ball. So in this particular case, I'll just say, shy don't be. Just push up the width a bit. Can even go up to here. Okay. All right. This will be a good way to start. And then, you don't even need player or defense in a lot of cases. Though. So your tactic can have just slightly higher tempo. Yeah, seriously, it can work. Because you got 1, 2, 3 buckle my shoe, 4 guys sitting up top. All you gotta do is hoof the ball from the back. Also possible. Right, so these kind of tactics, so you can do this, distribute to flanks. Hey, kick the ball, I don't care. Maybe one of these two guys is going to get the ball. Right, and you got target man, right? So can you imagine how easy it is for this tactic to get the ball at the pitch? So sometimes you don't even need to play our defense. You just can do distribute to flanks. It's an option for you every single game. Right, then this is fine, but the moment you have this like DMs and a high defensive line, you always have to be careful that they don't end up going for the same player or the same they don't all just gang up on the same poor opposition player, right? Take short kicks. Okay, I tell you what, take short kicks is always kicking the ball, right? I always believe that this is actually a better option. Throw it long. Ask your goalkeeper to roll the ball out or throw it long. Rolling the ball out, right? Doesn't have to use his feet, right? I mean, what can they do wrong with their hands? This is another way of playing player defense, but you don't pull these two down into your. Okay, when you do this instruction player defense, even these two come closer to your goalkeeper. So that means you got a lot of players quite close to your goalkeeper. Then if you can't play a defense, you're in trouble, right? Okay, so what I normally sometimes I do is, if I'm not a good side, I remove this. But that time my goalkeeper try this. Now this means that he played to the back line, right? But these two are not sitting next so close to the goalkeeper anymore. You can still get the ball out. Easy can be easy. Right, so you can try that one out. Right, next guy. All right. Okay, we gotta play this tactic. Okay, so I try talk a few tactics. Well, you guys are in the 4-2-3-1 mood not today. I mean, we went to the 3-4-2-1 mood just now. That was nice. I like all those back three systems we just tried. The back three systems are a lot of fun. But I think we have a contender for tactic of the week. We're playing Champions League football. Okay, we're playing Inter Milan. Now we do. Whoever got this tactic gonna test. Okay. Let's go. You do Champions League coming up. Okay, they're playing a DM based system, right? Okay, opposition is right. I will immediately come into this. Whenever I see this, I'll type mic this guy. You got a 4-2-3-1, right? Always do this. No, okay, we're playing a tactic. We quickly playing a tactic. I'm not changing anything, right? I mean, I potentially see some issues. AP on attack. You see, this kind of tactics where you got 4 attack duties in the opposition third, right? It's a case of, can you hoof the ball up and get the ball to these guys? That's what this tactic is about now. Hoofing the ball. AP on attack, IF on attack, inverted wing on attack, pressing forward attack. So they're on their own. They're gone. Say, bye, we're going to attack. See you later, that kind of thing, right? And then the guys at the back. Looking at action zones, we spent a lot of time in our half. We barely spent any time in the attacking third. Right, so 35 minutes in, no. I mean, we have created 2 shots on target, 56 XG, but that's it. Let's carry on. All right. I mean, giving that back 3 systems. The only reason why I like this right now at the moment is because you're playing against a system that's got wing backs. So those attack duties make sense because they're gonna put pressure on them, but you have to get the ball there. So let's see how they get the ball there. See how deep they are. You see the attackers on the other side of the pitch already. So how do you get the ball up the pitch? I don't even know whether this guy can do the job. He's actually a wing back, no? Okay, DLP on defense. I'll probably play as a winger on support. Don't waste my time. Okay. What is your left foot, right foot? Left foot. Okay, come here. Rodrigo de Paul, right foot, right? Okay, all right. This guy AP on support. Drop. Play our defense, work ball the box, low cross, forget it. No waste. Low crosses unless you're camping in your position third. Otherwise, don't bother. Focus play down left and right. For this tactic, because you're playing against the system, it's got a DM. Much higher defensive line. Stop cross. Okay. Do we have take few risks? Mark tight. Mark tight. Okay. Oh no. Okay, let's go. So I will probably make a few changes like AP on support, winger here, inside forward here. There's an RPM in the center. Okay, so we just change Koke for the RPM. Yeah, so I will just, we need to get the ball up the pitch, right? Because you got so many attack duties, you're not really getting the ball out the pitch unless you got some moment of madness, that kind of thing, no? Right? They make a mistake defensively. Of course, the risk is, right, on the transition, right? We have to do well, right? We have to defend this very well. I want to make sure. So sometimes these kind of tactics, what you end up doing is don't slow pace down. Slow pace down is not something I recommend. Unless you are the sort of team that is so good that you can hang on to the ball, but you're playing fullbacks. I don't see you being a side. If you're playing fullbacks, I don't think you're a side that can afford to slow pace down. Yeah. All right. So RPM, we got almost substitution to make. So we're going Jimenez for which defender? Ronaldo. Marcus Loriente for Sol. Yep, better. Just scored. There. Now we're making better transitions in attack as well. But we should be all over this tactic and winning already. But as it is, right, your tactic, I wouldn't play it. But I probably wouldn't be using the tactic because there are too many attack duties in the final third. Too many. I'll drop this to advanced playmaker, turn this into a winger on support, play this as a wing back on support or wing back on attack, get this to be a ball playing defender, bring the ball out, get this to be a wing back on support. Yeah. remove all this, right? Like all this low cross, mix, unless you're camping, you're a very good team. Slow pace down as well. I don't get this. I mean, unless you're thinking this helps you win possession. No, it doesn't. There's not that fantastic of a tool for possession. This, uncheck this, right? Play it when you know what you're playing against. Like if I'm playing against a wingback based system, then maybe I want to focus play down the left because they don't have options for wingbacks. So that's why I went like this. And then you can set it up like this. Yeah. You can drop this slightly as well. And you can, this will be much better, I think, as a tactic. AP on support, winger here as well. You play a winger maybe on a right foot left. You can play a winger to give you width, or you can play a winger here who's like an inverted winger and he can go really wide, right? And then drop balls over the top. Or you can play inverted winger if you want. It comes into the half space. Up to you. This is entirely up to you what you want to do. But that's how I set it up. Juan, your 4-3-3. Okay, 4-3-3, quite straightforward. Mez, winger, okay. Nice. Fullback on attack. No. I'll play wingback on support. There's too much happening on this side of the pitch. Too aggressive, right? You play fullback on attack, you might lose the ball. This is not a formation that favors a ball-winning midfielder. I'll probably play a defensive midfielder. Because a ball-winning midfielder is going to be very aggressive in this area and you're going to open yourself up a lot. Ball-playing defender, pass it short. No. Take out all. You want this guy to stay wider? Play halfback. Right. Defensive midfielder. They're already staying wider right now, no? Thanks to a change that SI made. Okay. Take few risks. Remove that. Ball playing defender right now are already these two are a bit wide in the build-up play. So just leave them as ball playing defenders. Wingback on support, fullback here on attack. Overlap left. No, you got inside forward here. You wouldn't want to have an overlap. In fact, on the left, you want an underlap. Because you got inside forward attacking. He's going to be the widest player, right? So he's going to have an inside forward making inside runs. Why you want to do an overlap for? Or you want this guy to hold up the ball for this guy? He should be holding up the ball for this player. It's the other way around. This guy's a goal scorer. Here's the overlap, right? So if you want to do an overlap, do it on the side, like, it makes some sense, right? So here, this side, you can have an underlap because the Mazar is coming as well. And then the winger on attack, here, if you wanted to, wingback on support, the winger on attack is going to hold up the ball for... See, the thing is this, right? Why would you want to have an overlap here? Especially when Mazala attacking the center. I'll probably still play an underlap here because this wider player is going to hold up the ball for this guy, right? So this guy can be a goal scoring threat. Here you don't want the focal attention to be an advance. Well, pressing forward will be good, right? Play a pressing forward attack. Yeah, I'll probably play like this: ball playing DM, fullback on attack, wingback on support, and leave it like this. Underlap slightly higher tempo, ball to box, remove mixed cross. Yeah, play mixed crosses. Instead of low cross. Low cross is you're looking for everything to be a cutback. Sometimes you don't get cutbacks, so you have a mix. Counter, okay, all right. I can see. Okay, you don't. Okay, okay. I mean, it's more common to do this, right? This is more defensively solid. This assumes you're a very good team, no? That can always get control of the ball and move a team around to create goal scoring opportunities. Okay, so just remember that. So if you're a good team, this is okay. If you're not a good team, this is better, right? So it depends on what is your level of opposition that you're playing against. High press, yep, this is fine. Yeah, there's nothing untoward about this unless you see PIs. Stay wider. Again, if you play this guy, stay wider. Okay, comes in wide, fullback on attack, cross from byline, cross him. Okay, fine. Wing back, cross him center, mark tighter. Okay, DM. Mazala, okay, fine. Box to box, take Morris, okay. Winger, I would probably ask this guy to mark tight. Yeah. So these guys always put pressure on the fullbacks. Yeah, and just leave it like this. Shoot more often. Shoot more often. You're the first person I've seen ever do shoot more often on any strikers. Okay, kulos bananos. Okay, all right. Like this should be a lot better. Oh yeah, I know. If you do low, the thing is low crosses is okay. The thing is, right, You can also have whip crosses. So when you do low crosses, you're only looking for cutbacks. So if you got short players, they can benefit from whip crosses. Like you can play hit early cross. Hit early cross, nearly every single cross from hit early cross is a whip cross. Right? So how are you going to have a low cross working with this? When hit early cross is mostly all whipped crosses. This is the reason why you leave on mixed. Right? So sometimes you want to change the hit early cross, especially against a team that's, you don't want them to, maybe you're playing against a back five. You don't want them to come back into a defensive position, right? So you want to hit the early cross, but you got low cross. It doesn't really work well together. So hit early works well with whip crosses. So I would leave them as mixed. Yeah. So that's basically it. That's how I would set it up. So that if you set it up like that, it's a lot better that way. Okay, guys. So I want to thank everybody for. Hey, let's see if we got any more tactics, right? See if we got any more tactics. I think there are 3 more tactics. We'll look at these 3, and then valet quickly. We'll look at these 3 next. Let's go inside here. All right. Let's come in here. Let's look at the other tactics. Load. Huh? Actually, I deleted all those tactics first. I don't know what the tactics are. I thought I deleted all of them. All right. Wait. Oh, this is gonna be it. There. I didn't save it. That's the reason why. All right. All right, AP mid block. Okay, this is interesting. AF, AM, AP. AP. Wing back attack, nice. CM on defense, okay. AP, sit narrow. Okay. Very safe. Very, very safe. Like, AP only have 1 target, this guy. So it's very, very safe. I think I would definitely play this as an inside forward attack. This is a very safe tactic. Right? So I would just get 2 players attacking. So this AP has got more than 1 target to aim for. Because this guy is just going to help you protect this area. Right? So, see, it's dribble hold. I knew you could do something like this. This tactic looks like it just wants to hold this position. So I would just get this guy to attack. Right? No, there's no need to sit narrower. Just leave him alone. Right? Maybe mark title would be good. Right? Okay. And then this guy, you can tell him to dribble more. Don't tell him to tackle hard. He might take a few legs off with him. Alright, then leave it like this. And then you got the wing back going around. Here, you might need a ball playing defender on defense to help you bring the ball forward. In fact, I'll recommend this guy to dribble more. So you get this guy pushing up. This guy gets up high up the pitch. And then this, you can actually play an overlap on this side. So this guy holds out the ball. I mean, there's a natural overlap. Let's not do that now. Again, another one with the mix. Low cross, again, this is not a low crossing tactic. No, it's not. This is definitely a deep diagonal tactic. So, meaning that a lot of your goals are going to be deep diagonals. Right? This guy is going to open up the defense. So this guy's going to cross. He's going to be crossing from the half space here. So you're not getting up to this point to cross the ball. Right, so one ball into box might be okay. Yeah, so you can do a deep diagonal, switching play to the other side. Yeah, that's it. I mean, this is how I set it up. I mean, AF is okay. It's a focal point of a lot of attacks. So you can go off and you can get this guy scoring. Then you get this guy going around, wing back supporting play. He's got mark tighter. and DLP. Yeah, this is it. Just set it up like that and it'll be fine. You can play a shorter passing. Oh, this AP is gonna do you a lot of good, man, from this position. I like this. I like the AP being here. Then AP now has got 2 targets. Just early only had 1. But be a bit more ambitious with this guy, because this guy's holding position. You're very secure in this area. I mean, I probably wouldn't have him hold position. I just leave it like that so he can roam. Like this, roaming. I mean, you want him to hold position, so I'm leaving it. I think you can even do this, roam from position. You can move around and, be a nuisance against DMs. But it's entirely up to you. Yeah. You want to do whole position? Yeah, good. It's a lot safer. It's going to be a very safe tactic, whole position. But this is basically the setup how I would set it up. Dreams of Scudetto. My goodness. Okay, all right, let's see. Okay. I say narrower for inverted winger. He's already in the half space. You want him to come in some more. Okay. This guy, take Morris die wider. Okay, I get what you're trying to do. Okay, fair enough. Okay, winger on support, giving the width, fullback coming this way. Who's scoring the goals? Advanced focal point all the way. This 1 goal scorer tactic. This is a 1 goal scorer tactic. Remove the pass into space. This is what we call a 1 goal scorer tactic, right? There's only 1 goal scorer in this entire system. That's how you set it up. So if you want this to be a 1 goal scorer tactic, it's fine. Roaming playmaker, box to box, register can. These 3 will help you protect. Right? Dribble more, shoot less often, tackle harder. Yeah, we can. This guy is gonna play from the back, and then he can play into the flanks. Yeah, okay, I get this tactic. This tactic can work. Dribble more, stay wider. No, don't. You stay wider is gonna saw all those balls over the top, right? Whenever people do stay wider, when you get the ball over the top, the register is not gonna help you defend. Let's just get one thing very straight here. Register is not going to be a very good defender. So you play this guy as a come. He's never going to help you defend. I mean, he's going to be decent, but he's not going to be a great defender. Okay? Alright, so play or cover. Alright, set it up. Slightly higher tempo. Okay, you're playing mid block. No, you're not playing a mid block. You're playing a high block. Okay. Get stuck in, step up more. You're trying to squeeze all the plays. Slightly higher tempo because you got to place and attack. Okay, fine. Floated is okay. You got a top players. Every single ball is for crosses and all that. I mean, fine. I'm a big fan of mixed though. I think mixed crosses is very underrated. A lot of people seem to think that you must pick the cross for the player that you have. Actually, I think you should leave it on mixed. Gives your players more options. They can even do cutbacks if they need to. Yeah, I am one of those guys that feels that the moment you commit to something here, you're actually limiting your goals. The type of goals that you're going to be scoring. That's a big thing about me right now in Football Manager. I stopped using anything other than mix. Everything used to be whip, last time, or low. Now I don't. Now everything is mixed. I find the goals are much nicer. I get different kinds of goals as well. So sweeper, keeper, and attack. Okay, but I probably would play sweeper, keeper on support, not on attack. Play our defense. Floater cross, distribute to fullback, throw it long, high defensive line, player get stuck in, step up more. Okay, fine, he's very aggressive, playing in the opponent's third. But roaming playmaker, winger, fullback coming around, okay, fine. I would cross far post. Tell him to cross to the far post. This side, inverted winger might be there. Yeah. So I'll do that. And then here, wing back support, take more, shoot less often, stay wider. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, the tactic as it is should work. It should work. I just make a few small changes, like removing the 2 stay wider. Just remove them. Dribble more, you probably don't need both of them to do it. Right? Maybe only one of them, but yeah, if you are into the whole dribble more thing right now, yeah, go for it. Dribble more, ball comes here, and ball comes here. So you got definitely, there's room for you to attack. It's okay. Yeah, man, I think this can work. Yeah. Definitely can work. Netherlands. Oh my goodness. 4-3-3. Aye. Okay. This is interesting. Okay. This tactic, everything, these guys got to go into the channels. So they have to have move into channels. They got to come here. If this guy, target forward is only going to come here, he's not going to go wide. That's the problem with the target forward. So if you're doing this, if you intend to play him, you need this guy to be a mess. Okay, if you want to use the target forward, use a mess. So you got somebody in the half space. Okay. And then you got a wing back. Then it works. Then it's okay. In this one, these guys are staying wider. No, you don't need to. Halfback will make them stay wider. You don't have to have somebody staying wider. I mean, unless you wanted to have an offset, right? Like 4 on this side and 1 coming up here. Probably won't happen. Not in Football Manager. The whole IX, like, it won't work on Football Manager. So you got a halfback dropping in, creates a 3. These guys will be able to hurl one over the top as well, right? Halfback also, you've got good passing, can hurl one over the top. This guy's a whole position. This guy goes around him. Complete forward. Can hold up the ball as well. I look for the poacher. Yeah, fine. Or channel attacks. You can use this role, or you can use the deep line forward and support. Both can. Both of them can work. Okay. So if you don't have a really good player, you can. The next best role is definitely the DLF and support. Definitely worth looking at this role, because this role could be a quite good role, because the CF and support, you need a really good player for that. Shorter passing, not your friend. Go and mix passing. Yeah. So you can move the ball around. Like some of these roles can play long passes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All can play long passes. Player defense. This is kind of interesting. Yeah. And you can play. This is not a low tempo tactic. Slightly higher tempo tactic. You don't want to waste a lot of time getting the ball up the pitch, because you got 3 guys already up here. Step up more, stop crosses, you're fine. Okay, wow, this. You want teams to come and then you committing them to this. Okay, fine. Probably here or here lah, like this. Right? You can actually do this 100%. The other option is if you want to draw them in without dropping a defensive line, right? You drop it to cautious. Then your passing is also still quite long, but you can definitely play on positive. This or this, yeah, but both can work. But I don't think this is going to much more often. Is definitely not something you're gonna do, because then everybody opens up too easily. So you got it here or here. This can work. Both of them can work. Work ball into box, not your friend. So please don't use. Work ball into box is not your friend. This like you don't want. These guys are 3 on top, bro. And then you lose the ball, right? I mean, you could, but sometimes I think against good sides, right? You don't use work ball into box. Use this. Show on side. Yeah. Because you got 3 guys here, right? So show on side is actually your friend, because you push the ball up with higher tempo without player or defense, right? Your transitions might be faster on. Your transitions will be very fast on attacking or cautious. These 2, right? They'll have fast transitions. Positive, not so fast. A lot of shorter passing, patiently building up play. But you could definitely play on cautious. You can play on attacking and positive. All different types of transitions. Yeah, but you definitely want to have slightly higher tempo. Show on side is your friend. I like show on side with your tactic. Because once you get up the pitch, bang. You don't waste any time. Don't work ball into box. Don't wait for anybody. If you're a very good team and you want to do that, yeah, you can. But definitely consider using show on side. I would use show on side, man. He early cross show on side. Wow, that could be interesting as well. So these guys drop in the ball early, and these guys, the moment they see the chance to shoot, they score. They go for goal. Yeah, definitely an option. Definitely an option, man. This is quite interesting. I haven't had time to make a tactic like this yet, but I've thought of it. One of them is something like that. Something like this. Well, it's one of my tactics right now. Yeah. So I play like these guys in slightly further forward positions, like a 2 ball playing defenders like this, and a halfback. Halfback comes in, they create like a 3, right? Okay, so this is the only time I do the stay wider. So I come into this guy. I actually ask this guy to stay wide, and I ask this guy to stay wide. Yeah. Yeah. So now what I get is a quarterback here. And then I get these guys hurling the ball up. And this guy's giving me with, so I get this like 2, like a 3, and then 4 and 3. A very weird 3-4-3. But it can work. But your tactic is also quite good. See, you can actually change, right? Notice this same tactic can morph into this, and it can work. Yeah, 100% can work. Yeah, just haven't had there's so many tactics in my folders, man. Some of them like preliminary ideas that I haven't even gone with yet. But I'll that's the thing about Football Manager, right? Okay, guys, this is great, man. We covered a lot of tactics, and it's been quite cool. Once again, gonna be featuring some of these as pick of the week, right? Some of the more interesting tactics that I used, some of them that featured interesting transitions. Yeah, we're gonna share a few of these with the community. Of course, I don't share the tactics. These are your tactics. You wanna share, you share on the link. You can put a link in chat if you want to, and tell people, hey, if you want my tactic, if you guys want tactics, please ask the guys in chat. I don't share other people's tactics, right? You guys put it on the show. It's not for me to, share them. They're not my tactics. So I thank everybody popping on today's stream. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. Once again, this was Bring Your Tactics. We do this every Wednesday. If you want to bring your tactics, yeah, Wednesdays. Once again, thank you for your support. You guys stay safe. Take care of each other. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.